Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my shabby craft studio. Thanks for being here. Today, I am working on my linen piece again. I tell you, I'm really loving working on this linen. And I got this at Joann's. It's a linen cotton blend, and washed it, dried it, no fabric softener, and then ice dyed it. So I'm really enjoying it. Gotta get downstairs and do some more dyeing though. So I've been working on, I guess the theme of this one is flowers. So I showed these Bullion flowers the other day, these here, and that's what they look like up close. And then I did the covered bead, which now looks sort of like a spider or an octopus. But then yesterday, I started working on these cute little Bullion flowers. I hadn't seen these done anywhere. I just started doing it. And then I did that one out of... so these are the size 8. These that I got, Eleganza, at Artistic Artifacts. And then... this one is out of 6-strand embroidery floss, which is just a DMC 6-strand floss. So it worked with both. I really like it. And they're just bullions, little tiny bullions. My gray hair is falling out all over. But I want to try something different. So I put down a piece of gauze here. Not gauze. Looks like gauze. Our cheesecloth here. I can't find the nice tightly woven cheesecloth. Ours is very loose and open weave, but I want to try something different. So I have here one of the Steph Francis threads. It's this one. Oops, shoot. It's this one here. And, oh my goodness. This might be harder than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I should try this without this cheesecloth here first. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. I kind of wanted to... I think I'm just going to cut this and see what happens. Instead of unthreading my needle. Oh my gosh. The cheesecloth, doing something on cheesecloth definitely makes it more difficult. So, yeah. I want to cut my thread. Oh, come on. There. All right. I'll use the cheesecloth for something different. So what I'm going to do is I want to make a bigger petal. Okay. So I'm using a bigger needle. And I got to make sure I stay on camera for this, because I don't know if my camera's in the right place, or my phone I should say. All right. Okay, I'm doing 30 wraps. That's going to be quite the big petal. And with the size 8, I did 20 wraps. And I believe I did 20 wraps with the 6-strand. This is a size 5. And I did 30 wraps because I want my petals to be a little bigger. But I love how they sit up and they have some, ouch, depth to them. That needle hurt. That hurt. I don't know how much bigger this is going to be. I don't want them too big, because then they would just flop around on the piece. And I don't want them to do that. Okay. Why won't you pull through now? No. No. Probably a piece of cheesecloth stuck in there. That's the other problem with using cheesecloth, is it will get tangled in your threads and makes everything a little harder. So it's probably a good idea I took it out. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit bigger. And the hardest part is the spacing to get it right. So I'm going to connect that back to the first part of that. Oop. And then what I've tried to do is imagine a circle in here. You could even draw a circle if you wanted to. And but I want to keep it a little open for a center, but I want 5 petals. I keep stabbing myself with the needle. So what I've imagined is when I've practiced these other three, yeah, is if my thread went around like this. So that's kind of the shape I'm looking for and the direction I'm looking for. So we're gonna put right there. Stick it through as far as I can. And I hope this finds everybody doing okay. It's we've had some nice, you can say cooler weather, a couple of days of not 90 temperatures, not in the 90s, but this next week, next 7 days or so, are going to be so hot and humid because there's like a 20, 30, 40% chance of rain every day, which makes it just like so humid. So I'll be staying in. I don't want to go anywhere when it's like that. All right, so again, I'm going to start. Imagine my little circle in the center. Imagine where my petal is going to go. And go over here. Now you could have all the petals, like the bases of them, really close to each other. But, and like I said, I didn't see this on Pinterest. I haven't seen anybody else do it quite this way, making these flowers like this. So I'm not saying I'm creating anything. I'm just saying I'm not copying anybody for once. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the sun keeps sort of going in, going out, going in, going out. The clouds going over. I saw the most beautiful yellow and black bird at our bird feeder. But then when I very slowly and very quietly tried to open our sliding door to the deck, and because I wanted to get a picture, it flew away. Flew far, far away. Okay. I'm trying to sort of work the stitches because there's a few loose ones in there I'm not happy with, but that happens. Oops. All right. Yeah, that petal I'm not crazy about. I don't know what happened to it. I seem to have... Did I wrap that around there? I've lost my center now. Not happy. Yes, it did wrap around there. That's why. Okay. There we go. Get my center back here. I'm going to bring this one over here just a little bit because I feel like my center is closing up on me. I want that one to go around there, so we're going to come right about here. It's hard to get like just a couple of the threads of the linen when you're using such a big fat needle. Oops. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now I'm trying to make sure these are tight. So that, ow, darn it. I've poked myself like 5 times now with this needle. Oy, oy, oy. Why? And I will tell you, depending on whether you wrap your stitches, oh, see, that one's a good petal. That's a good petal. Whether your stitches or your wraps are going clockwise or counterclockwise will kind of depend on how your petals stick up. All right, now I want this last one to fill in right here. Okay. Sorry, I know I go quiet, but I have to count the wraps. When I want something this exact, like if I didn't want it exact, I don't bother counting. Come on now. All right. And I just love this thread because you get all these colors in it, and it's a fast changing color. Like you don't get one long strip of just one color and then another really long strip of another. And of course the bullion wraps, they go, you know, the more you wrap on, the more thread you're using up. So that has something to do with it too. Isn't that fun? Now, I don't think I'd make it much bigger than that because it's sort of, and you could tack these down, you know, you could tack the petals down so that they don't fly up. Even if we just tacked them down in here, the edges would still sort of go up, which I might do. And then I'm going to put a center in it. I hope I was on camera for all that. I was concentrating so hard on the wraps. If I wasn't, I'll just do it over again like I usually do. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of colonial knots in the center here. And then what I think I'll do is tack those down, because what's going to happen is they're going to go like that, and you're not going to be able to tell it's a flower. And I really do like the whole flower effect. Okay, so backwards C. I have to remind myself how to do it every time. And this is not going to turn out because I didn't hold it tight enough. Oh, I was able to save it. Yay. Yay me. All right, I'm just going to put one more in here beside that one. I know it's hot all the way across the country because I watched the weather this morning. I was like, holy cow. What is happening? I mean, I know it's summer, but gee whizzikers. The heat is just crazy everywhere. I think Maine has gotten all of the rain that you guys need out west. That's just insane. All right, so I'm going to see if I can put this thread on a bit smaller needle, only because I want my stitches to be quite small here. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe just do it right there. Can you see where I am? On the flower petal. Just tack it down, I'm not going all the way around the petal, I'm just tacking the inside of the petal. And yeah, see, you can't hardly see it. You'd have to look really close to see that blue bit right there. That's the downfall of variegated thread. You can't always match up the color. So I've started knitting for some reason, like the last 4 or 5 years. I'm not a great knitter, can't follow a pattern worth of crap. I've made shawls, I've made hats, and I've made fingerless gloves. That's all I can do, really. And I can't follow a pattern. I can barely follow a sewing pattern, let alone like any other kind of craft that has to do with patterns. I really stink at doing it. So, yeah. So I have all this cotton flake yarn in the basement, a bag, like a grocery bag full of it, and I wanted to use it. So I'm going to see if I can make a vest just made out of rectangles that I can wear in the fall. Just something to throw on, like if I'm chilled. And it's going to be very loose, like lacy loose. This is the downfall of the linen. I have gotten it wrapped in the threads before, and it makes life a little more complicated. So I'm going to see if it'll work, and if it doesn't, it'll become a blanket because I'm just not a pattern follower. I'm a bit of a I don't know. I try, but then I get frustrated. I mean, heck, I was sewing 2 masks yesterday. One came out perfect. Now, mind you, I cut the exact same fabric out of the exact same size, out of the, you know. And one came out fine, and the other one, I had to tear out the stitches for the straps because I somehow mismeasured the straps. Now, that's not in a good place. That has to go over further. So I don't know. I mean, I've been sewing for a long, long time. Why am I having such a hard time? Still to this day, why do I have such a difficult time? I don't know, this might not want to come out. With sewing. I mean, I can cut the same pattern out 15 times. It'll come out 15 different sizes. And I have good sewing machines. It's not the machine's fault. It's definitely me. Oh, please come out. You're not in the right place. Shoot. I don't want you way over there. And I can't twist you because then you'll look funny. So I need you to come out. Please behave. Please come out of there. Darn it. Oy, oy, oy. Well, not cool. Yeah, so that's you know, it's something I run into constantly. And it's very maddening for me. I'm not good at failure when it comes to something not working out for me. Oh, come on. Please come out of there. Why are you not coming out? Man, oh man, am I going to have to cut this? That would stink. It's definitely knotted in there. Yeah. Methinks I got this thread through that thread and it doesn't want to come undone. Come on now. So yeah, it's shoot. There we go. I got it. Persistence. If nothing, I am stubborn. If nothing else, I am totally stubborn. I still say that's what saved me when I had the heart attack back in 2007. Too darn stubborn to go anywhere. Not done with this life yet. All right, come on. Keep going. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Now, space that better next time, Martha. How to work through the mistakes and frustrations. Don't give up. All right. Now, I want that one there. And I want... This petal does not want to cooperate. I don't want to cooperate. Okay. So, I think, let's see, I'm in that direction. So I'm going to come over here and do this one. So I want you right there. Let's go. Okay. And this weird part is I have a set of knitting needles. It's a circular set. I know I have this set somewhere. I've had it for probably close to 20 years. And I found another set identical to it in a thrift shop for $5. And these are like $60 sets of needles. So I snatched that one up. I can find that set. I can't find my original set. I have no idea what I did with that set of needles. And it's driving me nuts that I can't find it. I've looked up in this room. I've looked in the basement. I've been back and forth several times. I can't find it. It's driving me crazy. Okay. All right. So my petals are tacked down, but they still have some lift to them up here. So what do you think? You like that flower? I love it. Love it. Of course, I probably should have put it over here with this one, but it's way over here on its lonesome. Uh-oh. Oh my. That's not good. Where'd all these loops come from? Oh no. Mr. Joe. Oh, Martha. Well, I'm going to sort that out off camera. Try and get those to pull through. But I just wanted to share this little bit of stitching with you. I hope you're all doing well and you're safe and you're happy. And take care of yourselves. I love you. See you on the flip side. Happy crafting. Bye.